Yo, what's up? So, today I want to talk about Dark Souls 3. I finally finished the game, DLC included. I beat every single boss. So, now I think I can give like my full opinion. I mean, I haven't replayed it a lot in the sense that I haven't gone back and done much collecting or achievements. I've just beaten the bosses. But yeah, other than that, I think I'm ready to give my opinion. So, first of all, it's the best one. It's the best one out of the three because I mean, it's the one with the least bullshit. I mean, there are some still some bullshit, but most of the stuff is like pretty linear, so you can progress through the game all by yourself. I mean, I literally finished the game without looking anything up, which is like, I mean, I had some kind of previous knowledge. I like heard stuff and maybe watched like some videos, but I didn't watch like any playthroughs or guides or anything like that. So it was like peripheral knowledge, I would say. And yeah, the base game, let's say it's pretty easy and pretty straightforward. As long as you do like at least some level of collecting, you're gonna be at like a pretty good soul level, have a decent weapon. I mean, the weapon you're gonna upgrade it almost immediately, and just by upgrading your weapon, normally you're gonna end the game. And you also don't need some like equipment upgrades or anything. It's like you pretty much can finish the base game with your base class and end upgrading just your weapon. It's that easy actually. Maybe if I mean I played the warrior class and I did the Chad strength build, so maybe it's like easier. Maybe if you play other classes, it's a bit harder, but I don't think so honestly. Unless you play deprived, then yeah, you should like put on some armor or something. But yeah, bosses of the base game were also like pretty easy. I think I didn't die like any bosses 10 times, excluding Nameless King, but to be fair, I didn't beat Nameless King before beating the game. I beat him after I finished the game, so I mean it's technically a base game boss, but I mean no one is gonna fight the Nameless King on their first playthrough without looking it up because I mean it's impossible unless you like start mega exploring by yourself without never looking anything up. So I feel like he's kind of a DLC boss in a sense, but yeah, that's the only boss that killed me a bunch of times. And even then, honestly, no, I think like 20, 30 times I still I got killed a lot, a good amount for a Dark Souls boss. And yeah, so first of all, that's the best part about the game. It's that it's playable without looking stuff up. So you can look stuff up. I don't think it like ruins the game if you play a game and look stuff up. But if you're one of those people who doesn't look stuff up, it's even better. And yeah, not some bullshit where people like, oh, I beat Dark Souls without looking anything up, and they clearly did. You can actually finish the game because I mean, even the like bullshit stages where maybe it's like the catacombs and stuff where you where there's like I don't remember exactly, but like a certain part where you have to like where there's a bunch of enemies, like the kind of the skeletons with the sword. Those are like pretty hard, so you can just use the secret technique of running in the game. So that's pretty great. And yeah, so base game great, 9 or 8 out of 10. The DLC is I'd say even better. I will say I know I'm going to sound controversial, but Ashes of Oriental is the better DLC of the two. I mean, Sister Fried is literally the best fight in the whole game, and and it's a great fight and it's not unfair, I will say. I mean, Nameless King, he's kind of bullshit because first phase, you literally are fighting the camera, not even the boss. So, and yes, I know you can fight him without the without locking on, but I mean, you still it's still freaking like your camera turns around and stuff, and the whole arena you can't see where exactly are the limits, so maybe you sometimes get stuck. And yeah, I mean, second phase is fine and all. It's a great fight, and I thought that he had some undodgeable attacks like the lightning one, but yeah, I, you can dodge it. It's just a bit hard. And yeah, so Ashes of Yandel best DLC because I mean it's pretty freaking short. I did look one thing up in the Ashes DLC. I mean, I just looked that you had to like pull the lever at the end of everything to like fight the boss. So it's not like I looked up what to do. I mean, I technically did, but I didn't look up much stuff up. And yeah, it's pretty short. There is just technically one boss. There's also the other boss where you fight like the giant wolf and the guy. That's shit. I beat him second try. And yeah, Sister Fried, Chef's Kiss, the best freaking boss in the whole game. First phase, pretty easy, still great. I mean, you're gonna die a bunch. First time you're gonna learn the boss. Second phase, actually great gang boss that you can beat by yourself. It's either takes patience or you have to like rush the boss. And I will say this one, I mean, it's kind of not bullshit, but sometimes when you're hitting the big guy and Sister Fritz is like close by, she can hit you, which is like kind of bullshit, but it's not unfair. Like even the camera is not bad in this fight. Even if the guy is like covering you and everything, you can literally roll out and refocus your camera. So second phase, even that is great. And third phase, oh mama, chef's kiss. It's freaking hard, but it's also fair, I would say, because the difficult thing about the third phase is getting there with a lot of healing items. I mean, I'm bad, I will admit. And the first few times you're gonna get one shot immediately, so you don't even have a lot of time learning their attacks. But yeah, after a while, it's like even that phase is like quote unquote easy. No, it's not easy. It's like it's hard. That's the only boss that I would say it's hard is Sister Friend third phase. And I will admit, this boss made me summon, and even with the summons, I died. I mean, not a lot. I like died 5 or 6 times with the summon, and a few times I even died like second phase because I was getting impatient. But yeah, I had to cheese her, stun lock her with the summon. But I mean, I used the NPC summon, not like some guy who came in overpowered or anything. But yeah, it's like a great fight, and it's a relatively short area. I will say I died a bunch of times in the Vikings area where you have to like go on the mountain and there are also the dogs. That is a bit annoying, but it's not unfair by any means. So yeah, Ashes best DLC just for the boss, just for the boss. Now, Ring City, another chef's kiss. I mean, even this one is like pretty short, so you don't have to do a bunch of stuff, but you're gonna have to do a lot of running, I will say. I pretty much ran past every enemy in the DLC. I mean, I tried a bunch of times to. I had to look up how to fucking do the angel area because I mean, I managed to kill the first one, but I literally didn't know where to go to fight the boss. So I had to look that up, and it was like, so that's the first part of the DLC where you have to fight like the twin demons. I don't know what the fuck they're called, but yeah, those guys are like pretty easy. I did use a summon. I didn't wanna honestly fight them a lot. It's like they're a good fight, I will admit, but but they're not that hard. They're just annoying. So I had I used the summon and got done with it because honestly they have just a bunch of HP and I didn't want to stay there for like hours and hours trying to like patiently kill them. But it's another like great boss gang fight because the first phase is really easy. You just have to be patient and kind of control your camera. But yeah, they're really slow. Their attack are easy to dodge, but they can still hit you for a lot of damage. And the second phase, I mean, I know that the second phase changes on you who you kill, but I always kill the same one. He had like a lot of easy attacks, so even the second phase is quite easy. I almost killed him like the first time alone, so I thought, yo, dude, I'm not gonna keep going here. I wanted to go to bed, so I just summoned again Gale, the NPC, and first first time did or I beat it at the second time, I will say. I don't remember, but yeah. After that, what was? Oh yeah, the freaking the freaking black area where you have to. I mean, I literally after that I ran past the whole areas. I did kill a bunch of enemies, like in the city, but yeah, once I got to the black area where you meet like Dark Eater Midir, just ran through it, ran through it. Didn't want to fight a single enemy, and yeah, after that you fight like the summon fight where you have to beat the big guy and then he summons like an NPC, or if you play online he summons a guy. And I mean, this boss fight is impossible if he summons another player because my internet is shit. So if you have shit internet, you're never gonna beat this fight. If you're the best Dark Souls player, you can't beat lag. So yeah, I mean, I did it like 3 or 4 times, and all the times that it sounded like an actual guy, I immediately died because it's impossible to fight with lag. But yeah, after a bit, I killed him. The easy boss, I would say, when he doesn't summon. And it's not annoying again. It's two people versus one, but it's actually doable. I think most of it comes down to that Dark Souls 3 is actually a fast game, so you can actually deal with multiple enemies and not get fucked because you literally can't move. But yeah, after that, you do the Dark Intermediate thing, you go in the palace, you go into the dream or whatever, and you end up on the desert. You fight Gale. Amazing boss fight. Amazing boss fight. I will say it's not like super difficult. It looks pretty difficult at the beginning. It literally made me think I had to parry him like a queen or something, but no, it's like Nameless King, uh, but easier because Nameless King does a whole lot more damage and has a bit more difficult attacks to dodge. But yeah, Gale died a bunch of times. Then I literally discovered the secret, aka stay close to him. Just the most difficult part about bosses in Dark Souls 3 is is getting scared. As soon as you're like, oh yeah, I just gotta go aggro, but not really aggro because I mean you gotta stay close to them to dodge their attacks. That's more what it boils down to most of the time. And yeah, Gale after that, I don't think I think I died like 10 times against him. Then after I discovered the secret, I killed him on the third try. And yeah, the second phase is a bit annoying because of the cape. He can still hit you even after you dodge, but you should be good as long as you stay close to him and just look out for the lightning. So great fucking boss. Those are the best bosses. Like he's like Prince Lothric as a fight. You just stay close to him and dodge his attacks and get that adrenaline rush. Amazing. And last boss, Dark Eater Midir. Pretty great fight. Honestly, it's a good dragon fight. The only thing is that some of his attacks are bullshit in the sense that like Sometimes he just straight up just does the same attack, and you don't have many windows to punish him, so you just go super aggro as once he's like kind of down, and then you get you get insta killed by him because you were impatient. But I mean, it's a fair fight. It's just a bit annoying because some dragon fights in like Dark Souls, even like seen in Dark Souls 2, it's like a great fight. But I mean, except for the break your weapon mechanic. But sometimes they that just like either fly away or always do the same attack that you have to dodge. So it's pretty boring in that sense. But yeah, great fight. I'd say second best fight in this DLC. But yeah, all in all, Dark Souls 3, freaking great. Now I'm just waiting to for some sales on Steam, and I'll buy Elden Ring and I'll try that one. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Dark Souls 3. Great game, play it if you can. It's even better than the other two, and I would say you can start with Dark Souls 3 before the other two, but I will say the other two are gonna seem a whole lot worse if you play first Dark Souls 3, because yeah, just it has a whole lot more quality of life stuff in the game, and it's actually more enjoyable to play, quote unquote, because of the combat. It's the combat is faster, and it's more responsive. The other games, I mean, I like also Dark Souls 1 combat because the shield is overpowered, but yeah. Anyways, that's it for my thoughts. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and like, comment, and other stuff. But yeah, that's it. See ya.